Hello everyone, welcome to the Mercury Virtual. Let's continue with the MS Word. Today I'm going to cover with chapter number 6 and chapter number 7. Let's start. In the last class I have covered chapter number 4 and chapter number 5. So today's class chapter number 6 and chapter number 7. Chapter number 6 is applying references and hyperlinks. This is one of the important chapter. As a name advice, applying references means how to apply the references and how to apply the hyperlink in the Word document. Hyperlink means how to navigate from one location to the another location. One location means how to navigate from one application to the another application. Suppose I'm doing something in Word, MS Word, and I want to continue in MS Excel. So that will be done by the hyperlink. So this is one of the important and the useful chapter that is used in day-to-day current scenario. So let's start. This chapter includes 3 parts. 6.1 is apply a hyperlink. This chapter says how to apply a hyperlink in MS Word. Then is how to create EndNote and footnote. Topic number 2, 6.2 is creating EndNote and footnote. Then how to create a table of contents, means how to create the contents of a table with the use of the MS Word. These are the 3 topics which will be covered in the chapter number 6. So starting with the first one, apply a hyperlink. Inserting hyperlink. Like web pages, what is a web page? Web page is a page that is basically contains multiple information and we can navigate. Navigate means we can transfer from one page to the another page. Navigation means transferring from one page to another document. Like web page, Word document can include hyperlink that provides a quick way to connect to a related information. It means that Word document can include the hyperlink that provides a easy and the quick way to connect to the related information or to perform a task such as opening another document. So with the use of hyperlink, we can open the other document, or we can download a file, or we can display a web page, or sending an email message. Means with the help of the hyperlink, we can either open a new document, either download a file, or display a web page, or sending an email message. You insert a hyperlink from text, graphics, element to a specific target file or location. You can specify whether the target information should be displayed in the same window or frame as the document on, or in the new window or in the new frame. Means it can be hyperlinked within the same window or within the different window. In simple terms, we can navigate from one page to another, or within a one page from the top to the down and from down to the top. You can also specify default setting for all hyperlinks. Means you can set the hyperlink settings as soon as possible when you create the hyperlink. So this paragraph says how to create the hyperlink and what is the usage of hyperlink. So first of all, hyperlink means how to navigate. Navigate means how to transfer. So these 3 terms are related: hyperlink, navigate, transfer. First one is hyperlink. That means linking from one page to another. And the another name is navigation, and the another name for navigation is transfer. Means how to transfer, how to navigate from one page, from one location to the another, like a web page. So this is how to insert a hyperlink. This is the hyperlink dialog box. This says text to display. Click here to view the calendar, then current folder. You are looking in the My document and the current folder is these all documents. You can set the any target frame to set the hyperlink from the current location. It means you can set the hyperlink for the current location to the another location. This says within the document, hyperlink text appears underlined and in the color specified for hyperlink by the document theme. It means whenever you created the hyperlink by use of the text, that appears always in a underline format. Means that appears in a underline arrow or underline format, or in the color specified for hyperlink. It always shows in blue. Let's for example, when I'm using the Google or I'm using the Yahoo, there is some hyperlink. When you click on the sign in, there is a hand that is available on the sign in, and when you click, you can jump from one page to the another page, from one page to the another web page. In the same way, we can create the hyperlink and jump from one page to the another page. And the sign in option is always in the underline form and always in the colored form. So in the same way, hyperlink is available in MS Word format. Hyperlink graphics do not have a visual indicator. You can display the hyperlink target by pointing to the hyperlink text or graphics. Means you can also see the target, means what is the destination of the hyperlink, by pointing to the hyperlink text or the graphic. You can jump to the hyperlink target by holding down the control key. This is the important part. Means how to jump, just holding down the control key and click the link text or the graphic. This is one of the important line. Means how to navigate, how to jump from one page to another. Simply hold down the control key and press the click by using the left mouse button, and you are jumping from one page to the another page. After you click hyperlink text, it appears in the color specified for followed hyperlink. It means you can jump from one location to the another location. Next, how to insert a hyperlink. Select the text or graphic object to which you want to attach the hyperlink. It means first of all, select the text or the graphic object. Select the area, select the material for which you want to create a hyperlink. In simple terms, first of all, select the text or the paragraph to which you want to create a navigation, to which you want to create a linking. Then go to the Insert tab in the Links group, click the Insert Hyperlink button, or right click the selection and then click Hyperlink. Let's see in a practical way so that things will be clear in a precise manner. Suppose I want to create a hyperlink with the word working. Simply go to the, select the text. I am selecting the text. Then go to the Insert tab. Second one is on the Insert tab. This is the Insert tab. In the Links group, this is the Links group, right? Click the Insert Hyperlink button. So this is the Insert Hyperlink button, and you want to specify the linking destination material, means the where you want to create the linking. Suppose I want to create the linking by this one. Okay, so this, when you click on the OK, this color automatically changes into the blue, and this is underlined. Means whenever you create a hyperlink, the word automatically changes the color and the word automatically underlines. So this is a how to create a hyperlink. Second option is right click the selection and then click hyperlink. Suppose I am removing the hyperlink. Select the text, right click, go to the hyperlink. This is the hyperlink. So this is the second option. Right click the selection and then click on the hyperlink. And you want to specify the destination. Suppose I'm specifying this one. Okay, so this will be changed. In the Insert Hyperlink dialog box, on the link to bar, click the existing file or web page button. Means where is the destination point, you will be set by using the Insert Hyperlink dialog box. Fourth point is, in the looking area, browse to the file, like in the same way. This is the looking area. Looking area to specify the file name. These are the different file names available. In the looking area, browse to the file. Just browse the file, means searching the file. In the address box, enter the absolute path. This is the address box. This is the address box. By clicking on this one, automatically the path will arrive like this one. Automatically path will come. Then click on the target frame. Click on the target frame. In the set target frame dialog box, specify where the hyperlink target will be displayed and click on the OK. Means you want to specify the whole page, the single arrow, the single form, parent form, you can specify and then click on the OK. In the insert hyperlink box, click on the OK. So this is how to create how to insert the hyperlink to a file. Next, how to insert a hyperlink to a web page. Means how to insert a page with the use of the web page. Same, nothing is different, but the second point is different. On the link to bar, click the existing file or web page button. In the address box, enter the URL. Now there is a URL for the web page. You can enter the URL for the web page for which you want to link the file. Let's see example. Suppose I want to do the hyperlink, right click, go to the hyperlink. When you right click on login, go to the web page. This is used for the browse the web. You can browse the web, you can browse the web page. So when you click on it, automatically the Internet Explorer will come. So this is the way you can hyperlink from the text to the web pages. Next, how to modify a hyperlink. Simply right click on the hyperlink and then click edit hyperlink. This means modification means if I want to create a hyperlink, first of all with MS Excel. The Word document is connected to the MS Excel. But now if I want that, no, I want now my MS Word will be connected to the PowerPoint. This means there is some modification in the hyperlink. So that modification is done by right click on the hyperlink and then click edit hyperlink. So modification means changing the purpose, changing the linking purpose from one part to the another part. Second point, in the edit hyperlink dialog box, make the necessary changes and then click OK. Let's see example. Suppose I was created on the working. Right click, edit hyperlink. First of all, I selected this one. Now I want to select this one. Click on the OK. So this will be the new hyperlink. What this is says control plus click to follow the link. So simply press the control and click. When I do this, so automatically the page will jump to the another location. Like this one. This is the MS Word continue for. So this is how we can jump from one location to another. Simply click, press the control and click. Then automatically MS Word continue for will arrive. Suppose I want to add it right now. Click on the right click and go to the edit. Now I want MS Word 2010. Okay. Simply press control and click. So this will be the MS Word 2010. Right. So this means control plus click. This is MS Word 2010. So this is how we can edit, how we can open, how we can insert the hyperlink to the text. And this is one of the striking features that is available in the MS Office. It means I'm removing or I'm jumping from one page to the another page. The best example is that suppose I'm writing the word computer. I want only word computer is represented in the MS Word and the definition of the computer is represented in the MS Excel. So I can write the word in MS Word, that is computer, COMPUTER, and then I can hyperlink the word computer to the Word document, to the Excel document where the main definition is there. So I can I can create the hyperlink from the Word document to the Excel document by simply inserting the hyperlink by choosing the MS Excel file. Right. So this is how we can insert, how we can modify the hyperlink. In simple terms, simply select the word, go to the hyperlink, you can specify the location, let's example this one, and you can press OK. Then automatically the color will change and the underline will arrive. And then press Ctrl plus click to jump to the new location. And if you want to edit, simply right click and edit the hyperlink. Last topic is how to remove the hyperlink. Next topic is how to remove the hyperlink. Simply right click the hyperlink and then click remove hyperlink. This says go to the text on which hyperlink is created and right click on the hyperlink and then remove the hyperlink. Like this one, this is hyperlink text, go to the right click, remove the hyperlink. Then automatically the color and the underline will change. So this is how we can edit, we can remove the hyperlink. Right click, remove the hyperlink. So this is the main topic, how we can insert, how we can modify, how we can remove the hyperlink. Next is how to insert the bookmark. Whether you are creating a document or working in a document created by someone else, you can insert named bookmarks to identify information to which you might want to return later. This says that you want to create a document or you want to access a document that is created by someone else. You can insert named bookmark. Name bookmark means you can insert a tag to identify the information to which you might want to return later. Means you want to respond later. Word automatically creates bookmark names for heading down to the 4th level by duplicating the heading and then removing articles, spaces and punctuations and capitalization the first letter of each word. Means you can simply insert the bookmark by specifying the special page, the identified page, the hyperlink page. Next point is you can point to bookmark location within a document either by creating hyperlink to the bookmark or by browsing to them. Like I said, you can insert the bookmark, you can insert the bookmarks by creating the hyperlinks or by browsing to them. This is how you can create the hyperlink. Go to the bookmark and enter bookmark name, that is animal, and press the go to. So this is the bookmark dialog box. How to insert a bookmark? Place the cursor at the location in which you want to insert the bookmark. Means simply place the cursor at the location. Let's see in a practical way. Suppose I am placing my cursor after 6. Or select the text or object to which you want to attach the bookmark. Suppose I am selecting this word. On the insert tab in the links group, click the bookmark button. Go to the insert tab, click on the bookmark button. In the bookmark dialog box, enter the name for the bookmark in the bookmark name box and then click add. Suppose I'm writing over here animal. And then click on the add. So this is how we can create the bookmark. So now let's see what is the usage of bookmark. Suppose I have created the bookmarks for the word months, right? Now I want the bookmark to be used. So bookmark is basically used as an index. Every book has an index. This means that's a reference where is the page number, where is the chapter started. So that acts as a bookmark or as an identification to the chapter name, to the chapter modification, to the chapter content. In the same way, in computer, we can identify, we can tag the text by simply putting the bookmark to the text. Suppose I've created the bookmark for the word months. Now I want that I can use the bookmark to jump to directly to the word months. So suppose my cursor is over here after the down. I can click on the bookmark. I can click on animal because I've created the bookmark animal. Simply press the go to. Let's see. Simply press the go to. Whenever I click on go to, directly that word to which bookmark is created is going to the word months. It means that months word is related to the animal, and for months I have created the bookmark that is animal. So this is how we can create the bookmark and how we can jump from one location to the bookmark location. I'm repeating again. Suppose I want to create a bookmark for this word. Simply select the word, go to the bookmark and click on the add. Suppose my cursor is over here, click on the bookmark, click on the go to. Directly go to the word 2010. So this is how we can create the bookmark and how we can jump from one location to the another location. Next topic is how to create the endnote and footnote. There are two terms. One is endnote and another one is footnote. Now let's see what is the meaning of endnote and footnote. When you want to provide a reference or comment, in the last class I've told you what is comments, how to create the comments. So when you want to provide a reference or comments about a statement in a document, for example, to explain the assumption or cite the source for a different opinion, you can enter the comment as a footnote or as a endnote. Doing so, insert a number of symbol known as reference mark and your associated comment appears with the same number or a symbol either as a footnote or as a endnote. This means footnote or endnote is basically used for giving the page number, for giving the reference marks or your associated comment box. Footnote appears either at the bottom of the page or immediately after the last text on the page. So as the name advice, footnote, it always appears at the footer, always appears at the bottom of the page or immediately where the last text means where the last word of the page has been written. And endnote appears at the end of the document or document section. So now difference is clear. Footnote appears at the bottom of every page, but endnote appears only at the end of the document, means after completing all the pages of the document. So the difference is, I think, clear. Footnote at the end of each page, but endnote appears at the end of the document, means after the end of each and every page. In most views, footnote or endnote are divided from the main text note separator line. Word applies default style to the reference mark for footnote and endnote, means there is a default style available for footnote and the endnotes. By default, footnote reference marks uses Arabic numerals like 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And endnote reference marks uses Roman numerals like 1, numeral 1, Roman numeral 1, 2, 3 and so on. You can change the numbering and reference marks associated with footnote and endnote. This is how we can create the footnote and endnote. These are the radio buttons available. You can specify the location. You can insert the footnote at the bottom of the page, middle of the page and so on. And these are the number format starting at 1, 2, 3 and apply the changes to the selected text or to the whole document and simply click on the insert and the footnote or endnote will be inserted. Next is how to create a footnote or endnote. Now let's see the different points. First says place the cursor in the location from which you want to reference the footnote or endnote. Means place the cursor from where you want to insert the footnote or endnote. On the references tab in the footnote group, click the insert footnote button or the insert endnote button. Means you can either click on the insert footnote button or insert endnote button. In the linked area at the bottom of the page or end of the document or section, enter the note text. Means you can enter the text for which you can create the footnote or endnote. For example, my cursor is over here. Place the cursor in the location from which you want to reference the footnote or endnote. On the references tab, second point says go to the references tab. In the footnote group, this is the footnote group, click the insert footnote button or insert endnote button. So this is the insert footnote button. So this is how we can specify the footnote or endnote. The bottom of the page, below text, either 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, click on the insert and the footnote will be inserted like this one, A. Next is, if you want to create the footnote, you can create over here, ABC, insert. Now B, this is a B. And if you want to create any other footnote, you can insert the footnote. And how you can insert the endnote? Go to the endnote dialog box. Go to the endnote dialog box. This is the endnote and you can insert either end of the section or end of the document. And the format is like this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, insert. So this is the endnote. So this is how you can create a footnote or the endnote. Now, next topic is how to change the number format for the endnote or the footnote. First is on the references tab, click the footnote dialog box launcher. In the footnote or endnote dialog box, in the location area, click the footnote or endnote. In the format area, in the number list, click the format you want. Fourth is with whole document shown in the apply changes to box, click apply. This means this says go to the footnote dialog launcher. This is a footnote dialog launcher. Second is in the footnote and dialog box in the location area, click the footnote or endnote. Either I can use the endnote or footnote. Then in the format area, in the number format list, click the format you want. This is the number format. Click the format. Suppose I want ABC. I can use it. With whole document shown in the apply changes to box, click on the apply. Apply changes to the whole document and then click on the apply. So whole document contains the footnote and the endnote. So this is how we can create modify the footnote and the endnote. Next topic is how to delete a footnote or endnote. This says in the document text, select the reference mark of the footnote or endnote you want to delete and then press delete. Suppose my cursor is over here, I want to delete the footnote. Go to this one, endnote, footnote, footnote, endnote. Simply right click and then delete the option, or you can press the delete key and footnote automatically deletes. Now comes to the next topic, 6.3, creating a table of contents. So till now we have covered two topics, that is 6.1 is how to insert a hyperlink, and 6.2 is how to create the bookmark or how to create the endnote and the footnote. Now 6.3 is how to create a table of contents. If you create a long document divided into parts by headings, you have designated by applying styles like heading 1, heading 2 and so on. You can add a table of contents, that is also known as TOC, that is table of contents, to the beginning of the document to give readers an overview the document content and to help them to find specific sections. Means in simple terms, you can create a large paragraph into different categories like heading 1, heading 2 and so on, and you can also add a table of contents to the beginning of the document to give reader an overview of the document's contents and to help them to find a specific section. Suppose I am reviewing any book and if there is no index, so how we can identify or how I can identify where the page number is, where the third chapter is from starting. So I can identify those things from the table of contents, that is a index. So this is very important to create the table of content or index in any format. Next it says if the document will be printed, you can indicate with the page number. Like I am saying, the page number is one of the important task. The starting page of each section if the document will be distributed electronically. Suppose the document will be distributed in an e-format, you can link each heading and subheadings in the table of contents to the section in the document. Means you can link the each heading and the subheading to the section where the document is starting, so that readers can jump directly there with the click of the mouse. So this is how we can create the content so that user can click and jump to the new location. This is how we can create the table of contents. This is the office procedure: contents, general administration, content, contact information, facilities, office, warehouse, phone system. So this is how we can insert or we can use the table of contents. Next says the table of contents gallery offers 3 standard tables. Formatting options that uses 9 levels of built-in table of contents styles like TOC1, TOC2 and so on till TOC9. If none of these formats meets your need, you can choose from several other styles such as classic, fancy and simple in the table of contents dialog box. Means you can simply use any format as per your need like classic, fancy, simple or in any table of content dialog box. After you select the style you want, Word identifies the table of content entries, the table of contents part based on the document heading level and creates the table at the cursor as one field. Means this says you can insert the table, you can identify the table entries whenever your cursor blinks at one field. You can edit the text of a table of contents, but it is much easier to have Word update the table for you. You can tell MS Word to update only the page number. This is an important point. Means you can tell the MS Word to update only the page number, or if you have changed, added or deleted headings, you can have Word updated or recreate the entire table. So this is how we can insert the table of contents. These are the formats, these are the dialog boxes. This is the how we can insert the table of contents. This is table of contents, heading 1. So heading 1 shows the first part, heading 2 shows the second part and heading 3 shows the third part. And this is the tab leader, means how we can change from one tab to the another tab. And this is the general option. General means these are the general things which is available in each and every format of the text. These are the different formats available from template, classic, distinctive, fancy, modern, formal, simple. Means you can use either one of the format that is available in this format. Then there is a show levels. There are different levels of the format table content which we can use. There is a checkbox says use hyperlink instead of the page number. Means either you can use the page number or you can use the hyperlink, which I told you just one topic before how to use the hyperlink. Then this is the one also checkbox show page number, right align page numbers. And there are two buttons, options and modify, OK and cancel. And if you have done all the things, press on the OK, or you can press the cancel to disqualify all the things. Now, how to create a standard table of contents? How to create a standard table of contents? First point says ensure that headings within the document are styled with heading styles. Means heading should be appear in a separate pattern, in a separate manner, and are styled within a heading style, like heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. So these are styles in a heading format. Next, position the cursor where you want to insert the table of contents. On the references tab in the table of contents group, click the table of contents button. In the table of contents gallery, click the table of contents style you want. It means how to create. Go to the insert tab, go to the references tab, click on the table of content group and click on the table of contents button. Now let's see in a practical way. Ensure that headings within the document are styled with document styles. Position the cursor where you want to insert the table of contents. Suppose I am positioning the cursor over here. On the references tab, go to the references tab. In the table of content group, go to the table of content group. Click the table of contents button. Click the table of contents button. In the table of content gallery, this is the table of content gallery. Click the table of content style you want. Suppose I want this one, this like in the same format, this one. So this is same as the this one. Suppose I want this one. Suppose I am using this one, this task. So click on this one, use this one, and you have headings like this one. These are different headings. Suppose I'm highlighting the headings. Go to the references table of contents and use the OK button. So this is how you can insert the table, and you can modify like this. Next this, and you can modify, you can insert the table of content. So this is how you can create a standard table of contents. Last topic for this chapter is how to update a table of contents, means how to change the table of contents in a specified manner. First point says right click the table of contents and then click update field. Means right click on the table of content and then click on right click and then click on the update field. So whenever we right click, there is an option named as pop-up menu. So go to the pop-up menu and then click on the update field. In the update table of content dialog box, click on the update page number only or update entire table and then click OK. So this says first of all right click on the table of contents and then click on the update field, or you can in the update table of content, click on the update page number only or update entire table and then click on the OK button. Or there is different option available. Position the cursor in the table of contents means you can position the cursor in the table of the contents on the references tab in the table of contents group. Click the update table button. In the update table of content dialog box, click the update page number only or update entire table and then click OK. So these 2 points, second point of this one and third point is same, but the method is different. Either you can click right click on the table of content or you can go to the references tab. So these options are different and then the last option is same for both the topics. Let's see in a practical way. Right click on the content on the table or you can use the update table. So you can use either this one, this one, this one. Click on the OK or you can use the update table from here. So this is how you can update the table of contents in a specified manner. So that's all for chapter number 6, and the chapter number 7 is performing mail merge operations. This is how we can perform the mail merge operations with the use of the MS Word. Now quickly let's go through the chapter number 6. Chapter number 6 is applying references and hyperlinks, means how to apply the references and how to create the hyperlinks. This contains 3 chapters, that is 6.1 is how to apply a hyperlink, then how to create the endnote or footnote, and then how to create a table of contents. So these are the 3 topics that is available in chapter number 3. First is how to create the hyperlink. Then how to insert a hyperlink to a web page, how to modify a hyperlink, how to remove a hyperlink, how to insert a bookmark, how to create the endnote or footnote, how to change the format, how to create the table of contents, how to update, and then starting with the chapter number 7. So let's take 10 to 15 minutes break and then come back and starting with the chapter number 7, that is performing mail merge operations. So let's take break. Let's start with chapter number 7, that is performing mail merge operations. Performing mail merge operations. In this chapter we able to study what is mail merge and how we can use the mail merge, and this is one of the striking feature that is available in MS Word. Mail merge, as the name advises, merges the mails so that it can be sent to the multiple receivers. Now let's see. This chapter contains 2 parts. First one is set up mail merge, then 7.2 is execute mail merge. So 7.1 is how to set up the mail merge operations, and then 7.2 says how to execute the mail merge operations. So starting with the 7.1, that is set up mail merge. First of all, first topic is preparing source documents. The mail merge process combines static information stored in one document, that is the main document, with variable information stored in another document, that is known as data source. So the main information, the static information, is stored in the main document. The main information, static information is stored in the main document, and the variable information is stored in the another document that is known as the data source. So main document and the data source are two things. The main document contains the static text. As the name advises, static, it means that cannot be changed. That will appear in all the merged documents. It also contains placeholders known as merge field that tells MS Word where to insert the variable information. So in simple terms, static information is the measure term, measure information, and the variable information is not a measure information, not the important information, but that can also be used in the MS Word, and that can tell the MS Word where to insert the variable information. The data source means the variable information document contains the variable information. You can prepare either source document first, but because you must insert the correct merge field names into the main document, it can be useful to prepare the data source first. So in simple terms, this paragraph says there are two types of information. One is static information, that is known as the main document. Another one is variable information, that is the data source. And we can use the static information for maintaining the variable information. Means we can use the main document to maintain the data source, and we can use either the source document first, but it is mandatory or it is essential to use the main document first because it can be used to prepare the data source first. Then next is how to prepare a data source. Data source means the variable information, right? A valid data source is a structured document such as Word table, means it can contain the Word table, Microsoft Excel worksheet, MS Access database table, or Microsoft Outlook contact list. Means it can contain either MS Word table, worksheet, Access, or Outlook contact list that contains set of information known as records in a predictable format. Predictable formats mean in a proper format that will be the predicted form. A typical data source file consists of a matrix of rows and columns. Means a data source file consists of rows as well as the columns. Each row contains one record, such as the complete name and address of a customer, and each column contains a particular type of information such as the field. Means row contains the field. Row contains the record. Record means the entire information about a customer like name, address, and each column represents the field such as first name of all the customer. So rows are basically records and the columns are basically fields. In the first row of the data source, each field is identified by its column header. For example, there are many rows, but the first row is the column specified like name, age, roll number, marks, known as the field name. These are the rows and columns. These are the field names like first name, last name, address, city, state, postal code. This is a field names, and the record is a proper record about the George. That is the George first name, last name, address, city, state, as well as the postal codes. So this is the data source, how we can prepare the data source. This means the first of all the column names, that is the field, will be written, then there is a record like first name, last name, and the entries will be filled by the MS Word document. Next says you can select the recipients by entering them into a new recipient list by referencing an existing data source. Means already data source is available and now I can enter the new receivers list by referencing the existing data source or by importing an Outlook contact. There is a one term, that is your last topic, Outlook. Means we can create the contact by using the Outlook list. When you import an Outlook contact list, all the contacts contained therein are automatically selected and recipients. Means whenever you import the Outlook content, all the information, all the accounts which have already created in the Outlook have been modified and automatically selected as the receivers. Like this one. This is a mail merge receivers list. MOS contacts, click last name, first name, and the address and the country and so on. This is a scroll bar. When we scroll up and down, we can see the list. This is the last name. This is the first name. This means Bob Kelly, Patrick Sands, Andres Kiao, and the address of their land. Press on OK. All the receivers list will be displayed. Now, how to create a recipients list by entering a information. Go to the mailing tab. In the start mail merge group, select the select recipient button and then click type new list. Now let's see in a practical way. Go to the mailing tab, click on the start mail merge. This is the start mail merge. Click the select recipient button. This is the select recipient buttons. Then click on the type new list. Click on the type new list. So whenever you create the list, a same dialog box will appear and you can use the title, either use the sorting or ascending order or descending order. New entry. If you want to create a new entry, multiple entries will be created. And if you want to delete, the entry will be deleted. For example, this one. This is the data source and you can create over here like MSL. Then first name. Let's say example Harry. Last name. Let's say example Andrew. Then company name, that is Mercury. Then address. Let's say example India. So this is how we can maintain the receivers list. And next one is again MSL. Next name is Patrick. Next is Send ASA. Then Mercury company name is same Mercury. And same country, that is India. In the same way, I can use any number of receivers lists and then press on the OK. Now let's see. In the new address list box, enter the first receiver's information. For each additional receiver's information, click on the new entry or press tab. Suppose if you are using tab, a new entry will be displayed. Like this one, a new entry will be displayed. Means either you can use the new entry or you can use the tab option to create the new entry. When the receiver list is complete, click on the OK. In the save address list dialog box, displaying the contents of my data. Means you can search the content for the my source data. You can insert, you can save the file by using the file name, that is my data. So this is how we can insert the my data file. So this is my data file. So this is how we can create the receivers list. Simply go to the mailings tab. Go to the mailings tab. Click on the select recipients. Click on select recipient and then click on the type new list. And you can enter the records over here. You can create the new entry from this button. You can delete the entry from this button. You can find anything from this button or you can use the OK and cancel button. Then how to select the recipients from an existing list. Means either you can create the new list or you can use the recipients from the existing list. In the mailing tab, start the mail merge. In the start mail merge group, click the select represent buttons and then click use existing list. In the select data source dialog box, browse to and search the file containing the recipients list and then click on the open. Now let's see in a practical way. Go to the mailing tab. In the start mail merge group, this is the start mail merge group, click the select recipient button, use the existing list, in the select source dialog box, browse to and select the file containing the receiver's information and then press the open. You can use this information and then press open. This is how we can insert the data or we can insert the box. Next point says how preparing a main document. Till now we have covered how to create a new list, how to create the existing list. Now you can create a Word document and then use it as the main document for a mail merge process, or you can create a document specifically for the mail merge process. Means you can prepare the main document or you can use the existing document for the mail merge operations. Either way, you insert merge fields into the document in the location in which you want to insert variable information from the data source. This is how we can merge the information, like this one. This is the address block, this is the greeting line. So this is how you can insert the name merge field into the multiple parts. Then how to merge the source document. You can merge a main document with the data source manually or by using the mail merge wizard. Now how to set up a manual mail merge. The first step in the manual mail merge is to specify the type of merge document you want to create. Like if you want to use either letters, email messages, envelope, labels or directly. Means there are 5 options. Either you can use letters, email messages, envelopes, labels or directories. You can then select or create a data source and identify the records in the data source that you want to include in the mail merge operation. Means first step is you want to decide either use letters, email messages and so on. Then you then select or create a data source and identify the records. Records means identify the receiver's information that you want to include. You then create your main document, insert the merge fields from the data source into it. Then you can preview the results. This is the 4th step. First of all, you can use either letters and so on. Then you can select the receiver's information. Then you can create the main document. Then you can preview the result and check for the error. And then at last, 6th step is you can merge the documents. So this is how you can do the task. So this is the first step. Then second step is this one. This is your third step. this is your fourth step, and this is your fifth step. So these are the 5 steps that is available. You perform all these steps by using the commands available on the mailing steps of the ribbon. This is the mailing time. You can use either envelope, label, and so on, so on. Now, how to set up a manual mail merge for letters? Open a new blank document. Let's see in a practical way. Open a new blank document. On the mailing tabs in the Start Mail Merge group, click the Start Mail Merge button and then click on the letters. Means go to the mailing tab, go to the envelope or label, Start Mail Merge, go to the letters. On the mailing tab in the Start Mail Merge, click the Select Receivers button. Click the Select Receivers button. Click the type of data source you will use. Then select or create the data source and refine the receivers list as appropriate as possible. Use the existing list. There is a list available. My data, open. You can use that list. Like this one. There are 7 records. You can search the records. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 steps are over. First of all, open a blank document. Use the letters. Then third step is use the data source. Then fourth step is in the document, enter the static text that you want to appear in all the letters. Suppose I'm writing something, so I want these letters to be included. I want this content to be included. So I'm pasting this one to this one. Then next point says position the insertion point in a location where we want to insert a variable information from the data source, and then use the commands in the right and insert fields group on the mailing tab to insert the fields you want. You can use either the address block, click on the OK, where the cursor is blinking, and that part address block will come. Suppose I want greeting line. You can insert dear anything. You can OK, greeting line will come. You can insert or delete the greeting lines. You can insert either dear sir, ma'am. It means there are different variable information available. You can insert this information in your letter. So this is how you can set the manual mail for your letters. Next is setting up a mail merge by using the mail merge wizard. Till now we have covered how to use the manual mail merge. Now how to use the mail merge by using the mail merge wizard. The mail merge wizard guides you through the process of merging a main document and a data source. So this is how we can go to the one process to the another, from one part to the another. This is a step-by-step sequence. So these are the 3 figures available. You can use first of all either letters, email, and so on. And then you can use the document, select the document, use the current document, start from the template, start from the existing list. As you see, these are the radio buttons available. Means you can select either this, and then use the select receivers. You can use the existing list, means already built list. You can type a new list. You can select from the Outlook contacts. Means you can either use all these things for creating the mail merge wizard. How to set up a mail merge for letters by using the mail merge wizard. Now let's see in a practical way. Create a document containing the text of the letter. Suppose this one. This is the same. I want to create a letter. On the mailings tabs in the Start Mail Merge group, click the Start Mail Merge button and then click Step-by-Step Mail Merge wizard. Means go to the mailings tab, click on this one, click on the step-by-step mail merge wizard. So this is the same figure. Use the existing list, type the new list, right? First of all, select the letters. Either you can use letters, email, envelope, label, directory, but you can choose either one because these are the radio buttons. I can select letters. Then click on the next one. Select the receivers. Start from the existing document, current document, template. Then select the receivers. You can type a new list. You can use an existing list. Then fourth part is write your letter. You can use the address block where the cursor is blinking. At that part, address block will arrive. So this is how you can insert address block. Suppose my cursor is over here. You can use the greeting line. Dear, to, from, like this one, greeting line. Then next part is preview your letter. You can preview your letter by previewing the result. There are different receiver, receiver 1, receiver 2, receiver 3, receiver 5, receiver 7. Find a receiver, you can find the receivers, you can edit the list. This is a list, 7 list which I have created. You can edit those lists. Next, complete the merge. This is how you can insert or complete the merge. You can print all, okay, 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 or edit, okay, okay. This is letter 2. This is how you can use. This is a greeting line, like same way. Andu.carry will arrive. In the same way, India, Harry. This is the address block. This means where the address block is inserted and that part, the receiver's information automatically arrives. So this is how we can use the mail merge operations. So these are the steps available. In the mail merge task pane, write with the letters option at the bottom of the pane, click starting document, which I told you. With the use the current document option, click on the next, which I told you. With the using an existing list, open selected, click the browse, then select the data source dialog box, which I told you. Then if necessary, select the table dialog box and then click the table and so on, so on. So these are the steps available which is available to use the mail merge operations. Now, next point is checking for the errors. This says you can validate that a main document and data source will merge successfully by using the auto check option. Means you can automatically check the mail merge operations by using the auto check feature. When running an automatic check, you can simulate or complete the merge. You can display errors on screen as the merge occurs or write errors to a separate document. So this is how you can perform the automatic checks in the error. Now, how to validate mail merge operations? Prepare the main document and data source and set up the mail merge for the type of output you want. On the mailings tabs in the preview result group, click the auto check for errors button. Now let's see in a practical way. Go to the mailing tab. In the preview result group, this is the preview result group, you can search, you can use preview result. Autocorrect for errors. You can use and autocorrect the errors like this way. Autocorrect for errors. Click on the complete the merge, posing to reports each error as it occurs. Okay. So this is how we can check the errors completely. So this is how we can create the mail merge. Now, last topic of this chapter is how to execute the mail merge. Means how to execute the mail merge operation which I have created. First one is how to preview the result of a mail merge operation. This says after you specify the data source you want to use and enter mail merge fields in the main document, you can preview the merge document before performing the actual merge. Means you can see or you can preview the document before it can go to the actual merge. You can exclude receivers during this preview. Means you can exclude the recipient's information during this review. Now, how to preview the results of a mail merge operation? How to preview the result that is available in a mail merge operation? These are the steps available. On the mailing tab in the preview result group, click the preview result button. Means go to the mailing tab, click on the preview result group and then click on the preview results button. In the right and inside field group, click the highlight merge field button. Verify that the highlighted merge fields are correctly specified and placed. Means you can specify or you can use and you can check the operations of the mail merge operation that you are using. Let's see in a practical way. You can preview the result. So this is the previewing of the result, like address block, greeting line. So this is how you can preview the result. Then complete the mail merge operations. Complete the mail merge operation. When you are ready, you can either send the merge document directly to the printer or you can merge them one after the another into a new document separated by the page breaks. If you merge to a new document, you have another chance to review and if necessary, edit the merged document before sending to the printer. Means there are two options for completing the mail merge operation. Either you can give the printout to the printer or you can merge to the document. You can merge either one by one so that document, if there is any changes, you can make the changes. You can edit the merge before sending to the printer. How to execute a manual mail merge operation to a new document? On the mailings tab in the finish group, click the finish and merge button and then click edit individual document. In the merge to new document dialog box, specify the records that you want to include in the merge document and then press the OK button. Then how to execute a mail merge operation to a new document from the mail merge wizard. So this is how you can create the manual mail merge operation. This is how you can execute the mail merge wizard document into the operation. In the mail merge task pane, display the complete the mail merge. In the mail merge task pane, click edit individual letters. In the merge to new document dialog box, click on the all and then click OK. So this is how you can execute, how you can use the options. Let's see in a practical way. Suppose I am using this one. So this is how we can use this. Either you can give the printout directly or you can use the individual letters, edit, like all, current document, from to from, or all. Means there are two options. Either you can use the printout directly or you can edit. All, OK, a new letter will be created, that is letter number 5. So this is how we can use the mail merge or we can modify the mail merge. So that's all for today's session. This is the wind up of the chapter number 7. Let's see in a practical way we have discussed today. I've started with chapter number 6, that is applying references and hyperlinks. That is how we can apply the references and how we can use the hyperlink. This chapter contains 3 parts. First one is how to apply a hyperlink. Second one says how to create a endnote and footnote. Third one says how to create a table of content. So this is how we can insert a hyperlink Select the text for which you want to attach the hyperlink, and so on. There are different options available. How to modify a hyperlink. Then we studied how to remove a hyperlink. Then we studied how to insert a bookmark. Then we studied how to insert a bookmark, how to create the endnote and footnote. These are the footnote and endnote dialog box. Then how to create a endnote or footnote by using the cursor position. Then we study how to change the number format of the existing footnote or endnote. Then we also talked about how to delete a footnote or endnote. And 6.3 is how to create a table of contents. This is how we can use the table of contents. And this is how to update a table of contents. Then chapter number 7 is how to perform the mail merge operations, means how to use the mail merge and modify the mail merge operations. So first there are two parts. First one is setting up the mail merge and then executes the mail merge. Means this chapter contains two parts. First one says setting up the mail merge operation. Second one says executes the mail merge operations. So 7.1 is set up mail merge. Then there is a preparing source document. There are two types of information, static information and variable information. Next is how to prepare a data source, means how to give the receiver's information, recipient's information, so that receiver's information can be fetched and used automatically whenever we create the merge document. So this is how we can use the merge document. You can use the receiver's information. Next, how to create a receiver's information. There are different steps available. Then how to select the receiver's information from the existing list, means there is already list available. We can use the existing list to use the receiver's information. Next, how to prepare a main document, how to merge the source document, how to setting up the manual mail merge. There are two methods available. Either you can use the manual mail merge or either you can use the mail merge step-by-step wizard. So you can use either manual or you can use the step-by-step wizard. How to set up manual mail merge, how to set up the mail merge wizard. So there are two options available. And then there is an option how to check for the errors in the mail merge operation. Then 7.2 is how to execute the mail merge, how to execute the mail merge operation, or you can preview the results of a mail merge operation. Next, how to complete the mail merge. You can complete the mail merge by using either the mail merge wizard or using the manual method. So that's all for today's session. And today I have winded up the MS Word, and from tomorrow onwards I will start with the MS Excel, that is Microsoft Excel 2010. It means today I have covered all the 7 chapters of the MS Word, Microsoft Word 2010. If you have any doubts, then please text the doubt and I will answer all the questions. So that's all for the today's session. Thank you so much, and for tomorrow we will start with the Microsoft Excel 2010.